What up, guys? Welcome back. Gambler is back. We are on the normal source, Act 3, Diablo 2, Resurrected, Season 3, brand new source. It'll be part 3 of this. I'm going to jump into this so we can hit the carrot. Hopefully, I didn't do nothing. Oh. We're back on the source. Nothing has changed. We literally picked up from where we ended on Act 2. Okay. The thing I'm going to try to work on this one before we leave town. So, we have finally got access to teleport. The issue that we're going to run into from now until we start getting into a nightmare and eventually get to hell is just blowing through potion. We're in Act 3. We have access to normal mana pots. And so we can click on this so we can see our health pool is 152 and our mana pool is 92. We can look at some of our gear. 2 to energy. We take that off. We go out, so it's 2 mana per energy. But what I'm going to try to do is I want to expand our mana pool. Okay, so our one-hander has 5 mana on it, but other than that, it's not doing anything else for it. So I want to try to find maybe a one-hander that has mana on it. We need... Oh, look at this. 22,000 though. 8 one-hander. 8 energy. So 16 mana. This has 41 mana on it. And we have the gold for it. This is actually crazy right now. 8 energy, 25 mana. I did not look at this guy before I did this. But you guys can see, so we're going to be blowing through a ton of mana pots using teleport. This right here we went from 88 to 124 mana. And oh, we took our ring off. We're at 128 mana. Okay, so that was a huge investment, but it might be extremely worth it. Energy. Nothing on here. We have res. This has life. So we're taking the time. You guys can take the time. I know what my source needs. We're going to be running out of mana extremely fast, and I just want us to not have to struggle as badly when we are doing this. So sell that. So and that's another thing I want us to look at. Armor. So okay, that's a bad example. So I need to refamiliarize myself with these vendors.
Greetings.
In Act 3. We need to find a belt that holds more. So no belts. No repair. We need to try to find a belt here that can give us more slots. I actually think, like, you guys, like, I know we're wasting a little bit of time here, but I need to fix our mana issues a little bit. And instead of investing skill points into doing that, or stat points, and just try and find.
Thank all.
So here's 8 slots, but does nothing else. So we'll just buy that just because. That might have been a bad investment. I should have actually looked. So we'll talk to this guy. So we'll go to trade. 4 slots, 4 slots, 4 slots.
Greetings.
Go to gamble. So let's just hit this a couple of times. What are we looking for? So we're just going to cycle through this just a little bit. And what I'm looking for is a heavy belt. I know. So the one that we just bought was 450. This is 3,470. But I'm going to try... So, gambling might give us access to a heavy belt. I need to take my time a little bit more here. We're seeing regular belts, which are 8 slots, but we want to try to find a 12-slot belt. If not, I'm just going to buy one of these. So we'll cycle through this like 10 more times. 2, 3, 4. All right. So, okay, here you go. Heavy belt. We're going to buy this and see what it does. Okay. That's 8 slots. Nothing. Man, this sucks. So we can actually... we buy one more of these? So try one more. Basically, I want replenish life 5. Okay. So that's just going to passively regen us life. But that's not necessarily what we were looking for. But we'll take it. But now, we're at least going to be able to slot in more pots. And so if you look at my... I don't have any more gold left. But what we can do is, we're going to go in here. We're going to keep that in there. But we're going to sell some of this other stuff that we don't really... or we're not really using. So, we've picked up a couple of things here. We'll take this. And we'll just see what all this stuff sells for. If we have to, I don't mind grinding just a little bit just to get... Okay, so we're going to go back. We actually got almost 12,000 gold again, which is great. Go back to Kural stock. So the reason I did that, we're holding more mana pots in our belt, which just makes my life so much easier. And then we've got our mana pool is a little bit bigger. What? We got that headpiece. It's just faster hit recovery. So we're going to do one more step here. That's armor. Okay, so he doesn't really sell anything. He does sell. Not really worried. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to go to trade. Get our mana pots. See how much this costs us to do. Pretty expensive. So what we're gonna need to do is just pay attention to pick up things that we can sell. Like, we really do need to build up our gold pile again. So we're gonna be paying attention to things that we can sell for sure. Scepters are nice.
I need mana.
Jade figurine. So the long stuff. I think it's... We're gonna turn this in real quick, and this Jade figurine is the first part of Act 3. So we're gonna go run like this. We're gonna go see what this sells for. 15,000. Look at that. 15,000 free to charge. That thing's amazing. Holy crap. Okay, that's a little bit of gold. That's nice. Really nice. So just picking up that scepter gave us a good chunk of change. We turned the Jade figurine into Messif. And then Alcor is the last part. And it gives us permanent. This is great.
Good day.
So you re-talk to him again. He gives you this potion of life. Gives you permanent 20 health. So we're at 168 health now. Great. And literally the first monster pack we find. And that's how this area works. Is Unraveler's heads are nice.
I need mana.
They're for necros.
Not
They
enough
can.
mana.
You can spawn affixes on them, just like that scepter for paladins that sell for a lot.
Not enough mana. I can't carry anymore.
So taking my time a little bit here, just to kind of ease into the area. First spot we're looking for is the get the name, Spider Cave or whatever. That's another thing we got to pay attention to. If our merc hits 19, we can make that Volog into a better item for him. Ring mails are nice.
Carry anymore.
Like I said, we're trying to pick up stuff that we can kind of sell. I really do need to be kind of paying attention to both sides. We could easily run by the first location where we're building. So Act 3, you're building a flail, just like Act 2. Instead of, for those of you guys that are newer and watching this, trying to build a flail, and the components are hidden. Throughout this act. So you can see
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
it's gonna take me a minute to get the hang of
I can't
bone
carry
wands are
anymore.
nice too. Of giving the merc potions and stuff. I'm making a lot of mistakes until I can just get used to it and the controls again. So there should be an entrance somewhere in here. Maybe not, just a straight up dead end. It's just good to keep walking. Sometimes you can easily walk by and not reveal the entrance.
Not enough mana.
Of what you're trying to search for. In this case, it's the spider cave or the arachnid lair. I'm pretty happy with what we did with our mana pool. Being able to teleport a couple of times. So there's Spider Cave. I think this is the one we're looking for. Being able to pop a potion, teleport, get a bunch of attacks off is exactly where we want to be. So I'm really happy with that. Plus, it helps keep our merc alive, too.
Thanks.
That kite shield is huge. huge find here,
I
guys.
can't carry
Okay,
anymore.
we're not necessarily going to use it right now, but this is going to be part of on the last playthrough and on this one, of course. It's super vital to have a swap. So this kite shield is Milibrega's orb. You can see this 20% better chance of getting magical items. By itself, 20% magic find is nothing. But when you start comboing this with other pieces, like having a swap, so Spirit might I don't know if Spirit has magic find on it, but having items that have magic find on, like Oculus, you're going to have your main weapon swap, main DPS, get the bosses down to 10% health, and then swap for your magic find items on having like a gold dagger. So we can actually probably try to attempt to gamble one. So I did this on the last episode, and we'll try it on this one. When we get like on this act, so when we start getting into Mephisto, and we can get into Act 4, but we're not gonna go kill Bale. But we're gonna grind on Mephisto for a little bit. Maybe we'll save up like 1,000,000 gold, and we'll try to gamble for a gold dagger. So gambling, there's a small percent chance of finding anything in the game through gambling. So you literally just keep buying daggers, dagger, and there's a small percent chance. You know, some people, it's between 700,000 gold and like 1.5 million gold that you'll find a gold dagger. I've gotten really lucky of finding them. I think I have a couple recordings of finding gold daggers by gambling, just like this time. So we'll try that. So got a little bit off track there, but we're gonna hold on to this. Okay, so we're actually gonna take my swap and put it on. This is garbage, just garbage. We have a couple things here we need to sell, but I wanted to share that with you. That's a big pickup for trying to start a magic find set that we're gonna, especially a swap. All right, so I should have looked into this, but I think our first Spirit might be 74, if I'm correct. I think it's somewhere, I don't know. I know it's like one. I need to look up. I know Spirit is a certain amount of strength. I need to look into it. I'm actually probably going to put these points of vitality, honestly, just for more health. But after this act and after this video, I'm going to look up and look at my values I need for my stats. So obviously we're going to do our stats at level 4 for Blizzard, but trying to get this information for myself, and I'll put it on my screen of when I respec what the stats I need. For Spirit. I think it's for our Monarch shield, that's why. The Monarch requires, it might be 74, or there's another item that's like in the hundreds. It's like 120, 130, 140 strength to use like a Monarch shield. So that's what trying to think ahead we need to be thinking about. So we'll put, obviously, a point in. We're actually going to go back to town, sell, re-get some more potions, see. We picked up some items to trade, so we'll look at and see how much those valued are. So that's enough. Not bad. Bone Spear 1. We bought this, but you can see it's just a bus. We're not really using that. Swap. Now we just need a gold dagger. So gold dagger is 100 magic find, and comboed with this kite shield, 20%. So as I said, on bosses like Mephisto, Diablo, Bale, normal, nightmare, hell, your weapon swap at that last 10%, dude, you might those breakpoints are very important. You need magic find in this game to find items. Plain and simple. So finding these items or creating these items or gambling for these items, it can completely change your playthrough. If you've got an early early game gold dagger, and like I do a little bit, I'll go grind on normal Mephisto 4 or 5, 10 times just to see what I can get to drop. That's crazy important that you have magic find. You're not going to find anything you don't have any magic find in the game. That's just how it is. So that early game magic find is very important, very huge, having that weapon swap. So getting back to this, guys. So we actually have a decent pool of gold now, which is actually pretty fascinating how we're able to kind of build up here. We'll put this away. Kind of a rolling a little bit. So is our, what level's our merc? We get our, okay, so our merc is not quite there. Fire Force. We'll keep going. So put that back on. So this is actually very good of us to find.
I need mana.
This. I might have to actually turn up the
Not enough mana.
capacity of. Oh, there's Great Marsh right here. Perfect. So Great Marsh. We're looking for the Flare Jungle. Is the next step. So you guys can literally, if you guys want to grind in here a little bit, you can. For XP, you know, maybe build up your gold a little bit. But you can, like me. Oh, there's a nice shrine here for a man. So we'll take that.
I need mana.
For paying attention, we need to find Flare Jungle. That's the next step in this. So me, I'm just gonna keep teleporting.
Not enough mana.
That's it. Looks like, oh, it's a waypoint. That's actually really nice. Just make sure that there's no more access out the other side of it. And this area can control pretty hard with what direction it wants to pull you in. Oh, perfect. Hey, look at that. We got it. So this area is super spicy. Flare Jungle is like the killer of sorceresses for sure. Sea Shrine? Yes, please. Let's go.
Not enough mana.
So we got to be really careful in here. This is just, even on normal, we don't have a lot of health. Merc does not have a lot of health. And a lot of these guys are casters. Turn this down just, I know this is loud, guys. I'm sorry. Turn this down a little bit. But we should also be taking advantage of.
Thanks.
Thing that we're looking for. Not here.
I need mana.
So this those boots, I believe it's the boots. No, it's not. It's our amulet. You guys see our amulet. Pause there for a second. 72% early game. Extra gold is huge. It's really helping us. We're gonna be. Sorceress is just on a different level of how much gold they require to play. When you're having to buy potions constantly, any additional gold on your items, gold pickup, paying attention to, you know, things on the ground, what things sell for. For those of you that are newer, you know, it's just super important. So there is a quest. Oh, nice. Perfect. Look at this. Flare Dungeon. Already found it. Okay. So we're actually going to put a safety portal here. This area can be super spicy. I'm actually going to take this. We're going to come back here. We're going to take this, go to town and buy a bunch of mana potions here. I really want to be prepared for this area. And we might, just a precaution. Don't want any issues. Okay, so we got that. It's actually weird. So like, we're gonna go rogue real quick because I want some antidote potions. Might get poisoned in.
Good day.
Maybe a cold. That's fine. Okay. We'll go back. Just taking it easy. Making sure that. So let's we're gonna put down another safety portal.
Not enough mana.
I really am. This is super risky. I'm doing.
I need mana.
Okay. Another safety portal at level 2. Make sure we're all good. Reapply our buff. You can see that. Look at all those guys that we just
Not enough mana.
teleported by. Like I said, super risky.
I need mana.
Looks like it's this. There's level 3. Okay, that's a really good sign. So, no issues so far. Reapply. Might be it.
I need mana.
So this is, I know every single thing that I see that I've learned from this game I'm going to share with you guys. So this is a really important find here. This pike. This pike means that the guy in Act 2, the guy that you can gamble from in Act 2 will generate, will in this moment from now on, will generate pikes that you can go and gamble. Okay, so let's say you have 400, 500, maybe a million gold right now. Go back to Act 2 and go gamble a couple of pikes, and those pikes can really be the difference. You can see the base damage of these things. This is a crude pike, and it has 10 to 47. This Bardiche, or whatever it is 1 to 27. Look at how huge of a jump. Okay? So you guys can see this. I'm not going to pick this up or keep this, but I'm just pointing this out to you guys that this is super important. Seeing a pike drop for the first time. That means you can actually gamble for them.
Not enough mana.
So that's just in the back of my mind now. From now on, that if I somehow stumble into a ton of gold, we can go gamble. That was super risky right there. Shouldn't have done that. This is just the I know for a fact that there's gonna be a very strong monster pack in here, and I just teleported into it. So that's super risky for me and my merc to do that, but it worked out. But for you guys, might not have been the smartest thing that I could have done there. So you guys can see we've got the next. We're gonna go back. So we'll go like this. So again, this is super risky. It's going to take us a lot. So we did not find so anything really to sell, but I think this. I'm going to talk out loud here for a second. So we did not get the Flare Jungle waypoint. We've got the Great Marsh waypoint. So the question is, okay, the next area, so Kurost Bazaar, can be attached to either Flare Jungle or the Great Marsh. So it's a little confusing sometimes when you're trying to get past this next step with the source. It's not so much you're just gonna be teleporting around, but for other classes, sometimes it's super confusing in Act 3 to find the area after Great Marsh and Flare Jungle. So I think I'm just going to take the Great Marsh. Just teleport out of here this way. Because I don't want to, I think it's as risky or more risky to get out of the other thing. So we're back in Flare. This is gonna be super risky, I'm telling you right now. Oh, there's a gibbon right there. So we're gonna go do this real quick. This is a quest right here. We'll clear this out. We'll click this. So what's gonna happen is this is one of the quests. A couple of packs, or 1 pack or 2 packs of monsters are going to come in here, and you kill it, and there's the gibbon. So that's a quest that you turn back into town. And it also, this is not bad. I don't mind something like an amulet dropping. So we're actually going to check. I'm going to check and see if... Okay. We got the gibbon. We can go... Anytime we go back to town, we can turn that in. That's so funny. Look at this. It has nothing on it, but it's still a unique name. I'm curious if that's the only item in the game that has a unique name, or that's a unique item, but it has literally nothing on it. Like the flail, before you combine it, might have nothing on it.
Not enough mana.
Smoke sphere, super important. Oh, I think our... Oh yeah, Merc is level 19. Alright, we're gonna go back to town. A couple of things we're gonna do here. Okay, I'm gonna take my own advice. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take these items and see what we got. So I'm gonna go to deck, have him identify that one-handed staff that we just got. Okay. Nothing really important. Ooh, look at... Oh my goodness, look at that. 20 cobalt, 23% cold res, and 15% magic find. That is worth putting on for sure. Garbage. Yes. Okay, so we have 30,000 gold to mess with. I'm going to take my own advice and go back to Act 2. Okay, this is why. Before I use that 3-socket polearm in my in my bank, there's a spear. So pike, you can see. So this is a spear. The pike has, like, it's literally like a little bit thicker, and it has nothing jetting out the sides, like the character, or the not the character model, but skin of the pike itself. So when you're looking for it, there it is. This is a pike. So look at that. We have enough to gamble So I don't... We're just gonna make some room here. We're gonna make room for 2 at a time. Take up 4 slots. Okay, so we're gonna buy 2 of these and see what they do. So this is what I'm talking about. Okay, you typically cannot, until you see a pike, it won't show up in gambling. Until you see the item out in the real world, out in the game, and it randomly drops on the ground, you won't see it in the gambling menu. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this is because of just this right here. Perfect example. Okay. Oh, we got 2 of them? Look at this. Both of these are rare. So I took my own advice. I came out here and we're able to... I might actually gamble 2 more of these. The reason behind that, I want life leech. I don't want mana stolen. I want life leech on. So this has increased attack speed, which is better. It's very slow and this is slow. We'll pitch that. So this is increased attack speed, undead, fire res on it. We're going to pitch this. We're going to buy 2 more, okay? It's just how it goes. I want to try to get leech on this thing. We'll buy 2 more and see what happens. Okay, that was it. So we're going to go compare this. So 14 to 70. Pick up all the rest of our stuff. And we'll see what we can make here. So we have this 3 socket. So this is 70. And there's actually nothing else on. So what's the cap that this can get? This is 70. If we were to throw 2, so that's gonna be way more on this. So minimum 5. This is minimum 14. I honestly think we're gonna be able to create something way more. What else does this have? Increased attack speed, and this is fast. This is fast, and this is slow. So we're just gonna do this for now. Does this do mana? I think we just do this, honestly. This stuff away for now, and then so we're gonna go like this. We're gonna take our Merc. So Merc is 2236. We put this one on. 42 to 151. Oh wow, it's the same. It's the same. How is it the same? Actually, why is it so different? Oh, so 7 to max, but that would be reflected on... Huh.
I'll put that to good use.
The pike is actually... You know what? I think just the faster attack speed is better.
That to good use.
But we'll see. We're just gonna play with the gemmed one for now, and then we will go back to Act 3 and see how it does. Regardless, none of our items have leech on them, so it's not really gonna affect one way or the other. But we need to fill up on some more. Oh, there's this ring. Charge bolt, life, energy, mana. Faster cast rate. So chance, attack, life, stolen. So for now, I think I'll just throw this on. So by turning in the Gibbon, you get a ring from him. So that's where this ring came from. So 10% cast, charge bolt. Like I said, I wish that was Frost Nova, but we'll take it. Just like our shield. And then the energy and mana are nice. So That's an upgrade, but the fastest we're for sure gonna hold on to this magic find ring. Put it in our
Good morning.
what? So we're gonna go back to Flare Jungle, reapply, get ready to teleport. Oh, I think we're here. Is this it? Might be getting close. We gotta look for the trees. So basically, there's an exit. There it is. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Storm tree. So I killed my Merc because it's lightning enchanted. Might be able to just finish it right here. So it did. Our Merc died just because it has the lightning. Reflects lightning back, but we'll pick up this shield. Go grab our... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do this. Reapply and go get the... We're in Lower Cross now. So I'm just going to find the waypoint, and then we'll just use the waypoint to go back. Not too risky. It's still normal. But we found the waypoint for... This is perfect. We're going to really be able to wrap up. We'll do this. Identify the items. Turn this shield in. Not much. The thing about the heraldic shields, the Targe, is only paladins can use them. We're gonna go back and go like this. It's so much faster to go back to rogue encampment and res your merc than to try to run around and act it that way until you have Act 4 unlocked, and then you can just talk to is it Tyrael? Talk to Tyrael and res him in Act 4, or res your merc in Act 4, because he's literally standing right next to the waypoint. So much faster. All right, so now we have, this is amazing. We're just gonna get a couple more mana potions and into Lower Kuros, Upper Kuros, or whatever it's called. We're strictly just looking for... Yeah, perfect. We're in the bazaar. Just literally, just fly through this. The perks of the source. Upper Kuros, and now we're just looking for the entrance, which is right here to the sewers. This is where our third piece is. We found one piece in the flared dungeon. We found one piece in Spider Cavern. Now we're just looking for the final piece before part 3 of 4. I think it's right here. Oh, it's not.
I need mana. I need mana.
And yet, like I was telling you, I might need to turn the capacity of the game up just a little bit. I'll take that. I'll take a... That was nothing. That was stupid. So like everything else in this game, where this generates, the unique room where there's like a lift, random, but it might actually be right here. There it is. So you see this red? This is what we were looking for. You put the lever on. I'm actually gonna go over here because I want to kill this monster group. Might be really, really good XP here. Even though it might be lightning, expansion, which I think it was, but it really didn't do that much. Just killing things that can have the capacity to drop. So, the heart. We got the heart. We're actually going to go back outside and find the closest entrance.
Not enough mana.
Back out here, go to the bazaar. So let's put us at bazaar. Make sure our mark doesn't die. So there's a case to be made. So part of Act 3, there's a quest for one of these temples has an item in it that you pick up and you turn in, and it gives you resistances. Reliquary. This is super sketchy doing. Just because there's such close quarters and the things can run up on you extremely fast. Just nuke. So I'm going to kind of take my time in here a little bit. Make sure we don't get... I'll hold on to that. I might be able to sell that. So there's a bunch of these. On every Act 3... These random temples are generated all over the place. So what you're trying to find is the correct temple. And then it's going to have the boss that you kill, or it's like a podium or item in here. So there's a plated belt. This is what we were looking for. Like I said, I can't confirm. I'm not 100% sure. Just like with the pike, now that we're seeing plated belts, we can gamble for them now. So that's just another. That's my last real comment on the gambling stuff. In normal, getting that first pike and getting it on your merc, if you get lucky and you get leech on it, and then the plated belts are your real first access to. You can see this on the screen, how it says +8 slots. Plated belts are 12 slots. So, actually I'm going to pick this up. I'm actually going to pick this up because this has 12 slots. It requires 60 strength. What do I have? 55? I might just hold on to this. Just to hold on to it. So we're going to kind of blow through here a little bit. This area is just super spicy. Trav, we're in Trav. The last area before that where the council, this is the last step. You can see on our list, Travnical, or Trav, however you want to call it, where the council is. Super spicy area. A lot of casters, the council themselves. So we've got Helm sold for a little bit. We're just gonna hold on to this. Throw it in our bank for a rainy day. Throw that in. It doesn't matter. So there's the brain. There's the eye, and there's the heart. Let's throw them inside the Herodric cube. What about to bring them with it? Burn through that. Grab some potions. The council is super risky. Okay, so just like everything else. Gotta be really careful. Reapply. So we've got Trav. This is the last step. So we've got the 3 items that we put inside the flail. Now we're going to go kill. So we teleported through Kurast. We're in Travnical, which is the last area before you go kill the last boss. So we're actually almost done with Act 3. So I will show you guys the last step, which is the council. The problem with council is it can be really spicy. So this is like Ondariel and like Duriel. Council is another kind of crucial step in this. We don't have our 45% FCR yet, so this is going to be really, really spicy. We're at 35% We have not been able to find a ring that has our extra 10%. So if this ring had 10 FCR on it, would be huge for us, but we've just not been able to find it yet. But we're gonna try anyways. So reapply our. This area is just so spicy. A lot of fire damage. Trying to keep our Merc alive.
Not enough mana.
The Merc's gonna die. Whew, that was close. Got a well here. We're gonna go about this roundabout way. We're nowhere near these full build. I need to put some in our health potions on the bar. Got curse on us, which is just these random long-range guys all over the place. See if we can burn one of these down. Nope, he's healing. That's terrible for us. Oh, Merc died. So, here we go. This is going to be very interesting. Typically, when you've got some gear, like you got plus skillers on you, or just sorceress in general, my static. So teleporting onto the side, not inside the building, but on the first kind of tier outside of the main building, you can teleport there and then use static and just nuke the council down, the ones that are in range, down to 50%. And then whatever abilities you have, if it's Hydra, if it's Blizzard, whatever it is, you can buy yourself, at least kill a few of them. So you're not having to run in there and just have a bunch of guys on you, especially because they cast Hydras. We're gonna try to get some of them to come out here. Look at that, they're casting stuff on the ground.
Not enough mana.
Try to burn this guy down. Okay, we got one of them. Actually gonna go over here because I'm gonna put my charge bolt in. Stats, just put more instant vitality, sure. Apply potions back. Just super spicy. Okay, really, really. So, jumping on, trying to get in here. This is where the flail is.
Thanks.
I need mana.
Trying to keep our Merc alive.
Not enough mana.
Don't scan, but this. Oh, there's a flail. Perfect.
I can't carry anymore.
Got the flail. We need to finish up the council. Well, there's a lot of council members in here. Just because we got the flail doesn't mean that there isn't more things that can kill us. Another council member down. Okay. The bone helm is actually interesting. We'll pick that up and look at it. So this is really nice. Our Merc is tanking. Perfect. Look at that. No more. Oh, there's one more council member, right? Got curse on him. Really, really bad, but we're able to nuke him down. So, council's dead. Great. put the flail inside with the other 3 pieces and make the what's this thing called? Callum's Will. So we put this, our hand, hit this, and that is the council, which actually, that was not that bad. We had to go back to town at least once, kind of gather ourselves again. This can be a super spicy spot for a lot of people, especially a source. It's tough. It's really tough. So we're going to put up a safety portal. Actually, you know what? We're going to go back to town. I don't care. And I know we're super low on gold, but we have to do this. So this once. We're going to go put our cube away. So this is the last kind of step here, guys, for Act 3. So we've done... I don't think she gives us anything, but we'll go talk to her just to turn the quest in. Obviously, we haven't done anything like I was telling you. There's side quests in all these zones. Shira, we got that quest done. Let's look. So, complete. Now we're just looking... This is a very linear finish to this area. You just go down to Durance to level 3. In level 2, you want to get the waypoint. In level 3, especially for a source, it's super easy. Okay? Like, I'll show you what I mean. So, Sorceress can fudge Mephisto, and this is where we're going to go back. So, if you guys have gotten this far and you're listening to me rant and watching me play this, after this video, or Act 3, I'm going to stay in Act 3 for a while and grind on Mephisto 10, 15 times, see if I can get some drops for my source, and or maybe for my merc, and just try to give myself a little bit more of a fighting chance with... just getting some drops for my guy. That's all I like to do. Obviously my choice. What I want to do with this playthrough, and I like grinding on the bosses for a little bit, especially Mephisto. Mephisto normal, Mephisto nightmare, Mephisto hell can really, especially if you have like I said, you have your swap, you have your gold dagger, you have the weapon swap for magic find. You can really accelerate your guy by having your swap magic find and doing the little trick. Actually, no, we can't do the trick because we're not Blizzard. So this is gonna be kind of rough. Well, we'll see if we can get Mephisto down. This might be... We will see. We will see. We need lightning res. I forgot. We're not a Blizzard sorceress yet. We are level 21. So we need to go back. So we're gonna go back to Durance. I'm gonna buy a couple more. So checking our book. Buy a couple more portals. Buy just... Oh, not that. Light. Okay, so now we're kind of a little bit better than we were. So Durance can be super spicy area once again. Teleporting around. So all we're looking for is, like, we're just trying to find level 2 here. Not trying to find anything else. With it being normal, it should be pretty... Oh, it was right next to us. Wow, look at that. The only other place we can go is over here, which was right next to us. So, we'll put another safety portal down. Refill our mana potions here. Redo our buff. See what we find. Like I was saying, I think I need to up the opacity here. Having a hard time seeing the walls.
Not enough mana.
Really die in here super quickly. Merc might die. But I think we find. Oh, nice, perfect. Okay, we're gonna go back to town, buy some more mana potions. It's super spicy in here with those dolls. This is the first area where you get introduced to dolls. The undead guys that shoot the blow guns, blow darts, whatever they are. Oh man, look at that. We didn't even have our super troll. I didn't have my weapon on, my resistance. So it's gonna be a little bit easier having my terrible weapon swap. All right, let's try it. Actually, I'm going to look at this. So, it has nothing. Does this have any res on it? No resistances on this. Okay. So, what I was looking for is lightning resistant for my Merc, because he is just going to get completely obliterated by Mephisto. But nothing you can really do about it. But at least now that we have... Now we're just looking for the entrance to level 3. And this is super risky right here, but we're going to go to options, gameplay. So we're going to turn this up a little bit. 55, apply, and just see what that does. Can't really... So I turn the our mini map up a little bit. Now we're golden. So this is the last step in this. My goal is to just step into melee range of Mephisto, and my Merc might get 2-shot, might get 3-shot. Hopefully I can get some statics down and then just run him around. Why is he on me? Look at the Merc! That was bad. I mean to do that. I'm just gonna do this. I don't care. We that was really successful. The problem was I might just need to do this. Put more health pots on my bar, because I could, if I would have had more health pots on my bar, I would have been able to keep my Merc alive. So the problem with leaving a boss room like in the middle of a fight like that, he might go back up to half health. So we will see what happens. We'll get our Merc back. We're actually almost out of gold, so this is going to be kind of... Hopefully we one-shot this. We don't got to go out and gather some gold and mess around with that, because you need gold for pots and... Well, he did not gain any more health. This is perfect. He did die, but I think we can get him down. Keep moving. Look at that. Boom, baby. Chainmail. Perfect. Look at that. One shot him. Merc did die again, but that's okay. So we'll put all this stuff actually back on our bar.
Shall no longer darken
Perfect.
souls with hatred.
All right, crew. That was Act 3. We're going to pick up some of this stuff. Ace, crossbow, that's ball. Just pick up this stuff to sell, mostly. The only other comment I have here, which I don't have my Merc, but is there's a super chest. You guys can hear me say this all the time on my other series and this one. But up here, super chest. So this chest right here, so it has a jewel in it. Don't really necessarily care about that, but we need to finish this. At least walk through here. You can come back for the items. But this is going into Act 4, so I didn't want to die there trying to attempt to get the super chest and pick up that jewel. But that was Act 3. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Maybe we'll look at my gear. Nothing changed. I just like I showed you guys just watched. Still have stealth, our headpiece. Same thing. We'll go talk to Deck. Identify these items. 13 to 26. Nothing special there. Nothing special here. Thing uses all. Maybe a barbarian maul. Trade. Sell. Oh yeah. So spark mail. This is actually crazy. Okay. So we did. So look at this. This is actually insane. Okay. So let's res our merc.
Good day.
Old. We'll just take this. We'll sell this, get our merc back, and I'll show. Oh, we did get our merc. Okay, good. So look at this. Sparkling Mail. It adds 1 to 20 lightning damage, lightning res, and attacker takes 13 lightning damage when hit. This is actually insane. So this is huge, 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 okay? So we can put this on our merc. And now our merc does more damage, has lightning resistance, which that's what Mephisto is. And he reflects lightning back. Just an insane piece. So we went from 8 defense and 17 cold res to 135 defense, additional damage, thorns with lightning damage, and then lightning res on this thing. This thing is huge for our merc. We did get an amazing drop there. That's the end of the video. On the next one, I'm going to do, so for just being clarity, the next video is going to be me running some more Mephisto runs. I'm going to try this with the merc. If my merc can last while I get the static down and actually be efficient at it, we're going to run a bunch of Mephistos. That might be the next video, or the next video might just be Act 4. Till next time, guys, as a gambler, leave me some feedback. Hopefully you've been enjoying this. I'm enjoying this as well, getting some cool drops for the early game. Till next time, guys, leave me some comments. Guys, enjoy this. Subscribe. Peace out, guys.